Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You can tell me
I
the
log
truth.
your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commencer. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
What's the passport crap, too? That passport you keep hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where is this boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there.
West of
I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
West of the boardwalk in the reeds on the coast.
It's useless.
Let's check it
The
out.
lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the water line.
Okay. Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugo Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism. It also makes Clausia almost an alacronym for Katarzyna Alazia.
My parents were Zhemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranie. Alasia is my father's name.
Oh. So it's an
It was a
abbreviation?
sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname,
A nickname. Who gave you this nickname, Clausia?
Who gave it to you?
a teenage boy.
I have so
a
many
million years
points.
ago.
I'll keep calling you Clausia.
That's cool.
She looks at the ashtray, then up at you.
She doesn't feel like a Clausia. She feels like nothing.
You're probably not even Miss Aranya 37, are you?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can. For lying.
No, they cannot. All right.
She
enough.
nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
What if I told you you're under arrest, Clausia?
Clausia.
She repeats with a pained smile on her face, her back pressed against the railing.
It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me.
Who was he?
He was a writer. He made Oranese lit.
Oh, hence the
And
Oranese
I
lit.
destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented.
Nah, we can let her go.
information crucial to the
We're not that
case.
mean. We got it out of her eventually.
That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
You misrepresented information.
The lieutenant produces a pair of
Please no.
Her eyes become round with fear. She tries to back further off.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Ruby. Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started
Oh.
protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
Oh God, Lieutenant Kim.
she said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive.
Pretty good indication.
She
Yeah.
started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
No, what? Kim, do not victim blame in this situation. Alright? Do not assume that she led anyone on just because someone was into her and got a little killy.
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Sounds like she was
This is
fixated
just
on
an
you.
assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
We called that out too. Our logic dude talked about that. How Ruby seemed to know what was going on.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory.
Yeah, we had it too. I remember.
Remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said there would be crap happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but
She looks through the window of her room. And how could she have killed
she
him?
could have had access to the roof.
She
You've
pointed.
noticed that door there, right? Maybe it leads downstairs.
Oh.
She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing.
Oh, that is
That
possible.
is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
Okay, that's it for Ruby.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Okay. Let's back off for a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't you
You
run,
won't
girl.
regret it.
Kim's gonna fire me.
Something tells you you will.
I will.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she
All right,
slowly...
We're leaving. Okay, let's go talk to... So we need to go inspect the buoy, and we need to go talk to Titus. So let's go. We can also take a peek at the window. Maybe Kim... I mean, it's a replaced window, so there's really nothing we could do. So let's go chat with Titus, and then we'll regroup up here.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass. Do
it.
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes.
Oh, here we
a
go.
man and a woman on the single bed. A two-hearted spider.
What position are they in? We
Like
don't
the
care.
witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired.
But we didn't find a gunshot wound. We didn't find a gunshot wound. Why is this... Why is there suddenly a gun involved? We would have seen it.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come
From
from?
the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the
The man
ghostly
does not
figures.
know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at
The
point
ray
A.
cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush
point.
and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So we're about 80% sure it came from there.
72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium.
Yep.
The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Okay. Are there any arguments against A
None
prime?
that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yes. Go. Think.
You would need a map for that. A
Ah.
map of Martinez.
Alright, where do I get
The
it?
bookstore. They have maps. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right?
Yeah.
Good. We should come back with a map and compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's talk to Titus. Let's go get a map. These people are chatty in this game. It's like one conversation goes on for half an hour. Goodness gracious. I haven't even had a chance to collect my bottles to pay rent tomorrow. I do have a decent amount of money though, so... Okay, determine where the shot came from. So we have to go get a map. Alright, let's go talk to Titus.
It's you again.
Yeah,
What
walk
is it?
on over here, pretty boy. I don't have time for this. Okay, I talked to Claudia. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real
You're
leader.
cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it.
No.
Or fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm going to the next level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here.
You've been in here for
Think
3
you can
days,
fuck off
guys.
now.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush. right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Oh.
Starting from the right, Boot sitting across.
All right, we did this.
He spent his
We did
and
this.
then the emblem in the far corner, standard size in conclusion.
Yep.
Exactly. But none of this is news to you. You've stood there for about 4 seconds.
Go, go, go,
not
go, go.
saying nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected. Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. Again, the pieces are there. She could have done it. Somehow. Something else. Walla walla bing bang. It's just not coming to... There we go. Your mind is a relaxed muscle.
Just
It's
give that
so
up for
nice
now.
and easy to give up, isn't it?
Yep.
On the downside, you have no idea what you were supposed to do now. I could have debriefed you. Blissful idiot. Say something. You stood there for too long.
Alright, we're gonna leave now. Goodbye, sir. We'll come back with a better theory when this thing refreshes. Alright, let's go get a map. I'm used to failing these tests by this point. How many more points until we can level up? Let's see. How many? Let's see. Ooh. Okay, 35. Titus doesn't believe Ruby shot the hangman. Present a theory. Make him see something to consider. Alright. We could do that. Let's go to the bookstore and buy a map. Let's go. And then we'll come back to observe the window.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Where are your maps?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of game.
No. I need a map. I need a map! Looks like Guillaume Le Million, that hair poster.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
These are the maps.
Shelves
That's
full
right.
of biographies of famous people.
No.
This
This
bookstore
one.
is not strictly about crime, romance, and biography.
This map?
Several maps have
Yes.
been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
Alright, let's buy the map of Martinique.
Always good to be informed.
It's
of
only
your
90
surroundings.
cents. We can afford it.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the
No.
only one available. The other two are not. They're quite
Alright, fine.
valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one in Martinique so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap, does it?
What
They
happened?
didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Oh my gosh, did anyone ever see that show, Caillou? It was like a children's show back, I don't even know, 15, 20 years ago. Probably 20 years. And it was like the most annoying child ever in that. His name was
Ozone,
Caillou.
Laurentide, Fas à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou, in a bookstore. It's you. You
Squint
can,
first.
on Caillou, Revachon, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelaire, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, Croyan.
Okay, we get it, we
lost
get it.
Little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. 850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness.
This is a very
Orbi
detailed
is
map.
the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
All right, let's look at the map of
The north
Revachol.
coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river.
Back.
It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
So what's to the west?
Coudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City.
Coal
It's
City.
the worst.
It's pretty much Pennsylvania.
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City.
Almost
to be
Coal
honest.
City. Not quite as bad as Coal City.
No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something.
All right, we're done. We're leaving here. Okay, goodbye, lady. Interact with our map.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path
Your
through the
finger
map.
moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing.
Maybe we can
Although
finally,
the
it'll
map
show up.
gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
Yes! Yes! So the knick-knack stand. Can we zoom in? The knick-knack stand is over here. It must be that guy. Knick-knack stand. The warded door. The barbell. Oh, okay. This is so cool. Oh, so if we cross the levee, we've got... We cross over here. We have this place, and then we keep going. We have the fisherman's shacks, the church. We actually have a decent amount to cover over there. All right, perfect. Yes! Okay. Let's go look at the window now. So we can make an educated guess as to like where this came from. Then I'm wondering if we could somehow figure out, like use the crowbar or something to get into that door, because there's a chance that Ruby may have like left a gun in that passageway, since it didn't seem like she was concerned that people would have access to it or anything like that. So I'm thinking if she did have a gun, she would have just left it in that passage on her way hurrying down and then, you know, took off and left and was like, oh, I don't have to worry about it because no one has access anyway. That is my running theory. So let's go. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's go. I'm tired today. Okay, let's look at this.
The same two neon.
I have a map.
shaped.
Let's go.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
Okay, so these would have just been a lot further
B
away.
prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Alright, let's look at the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Ooh, that's far. Alright, what about point B?
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from attempt. No. Too far.
That one's basically impossible.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there. Badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Yeah, I feel like that one. I feel like all of those B ones are hard because they're just so unlikely. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof?
From where, precisely?
Let's say one
I
of
see you have
these.
given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than the roof.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Okay, so we'll go down the coast and we'll do that. Okay.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Okay. All right, we got it. We got that. So now we're just going to work our way around and see what we can find. Easy enough. Let's talk to that guy. The knick-knack guy. Knick-knack paddywhack. Check the boardwalk. Check. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's do it. My cat has her face like pressed up against the space heater. Like on it. I'm afraid she's gonna set her whiskers on fire. Oh, excuse me. It's been so cold.